I am here with David Zawada, who is fighting at Oktagon 58 on June 8th. Another big fight coming up. And obviously, we're about a week away from the fight now. So, how are you feeling heading
Yes.
into this? How has camp been?
Thank you. I feel pretty pretty good. The camp was successfully. I had my good sparring partner who helped me. Because my opponent is a southpaw, so I have to look for some good sparring partners. But this I have, and yeah, I work on my cardio. I work on my skills on the striking, on the grappling. So everything went well without seriously injury or something. And yeah, I'm ready to go. Like you said, it's just 1 week from Monday. We start the fight week, so it's just cut the weight. It's an easy job for me now because I'm a weight class up from welterweight. I go in my last fight up to middleweight, and I feel good. I feel strong in this division, and I think in this division I can be a really problem here in Octagon in this roster.
So, you brought up what was going to be my next question, which was about the weight class. Throughout your career, you'd been at welterweight and at the PFL, those
Mhm.
fights, you were at welterweight there. And when you came back to
Mhm.
Octagon, you went up to middleweight. What was the motivation to make that change?
My brother told me this also like for 2, 3, or 4 years that I have to move maybe my division up. I say no, I feel good. I had never problems with the weight cut. And yeah, so I still work there in the welterweight in the UFC and PFL. And when I come back to Germany and we talk to Octagon, to Andre, that I came here now from 2 losses from PFL, and when I want to go back to Octagon in the welterweight division, there wasn't some guy who wants to fight me. That's what he said. It's difficult to find somebody who fight me because my last fight I have like last fight was like 4 losses, just 1 win. So he said like it's difficult, but me and my brother we already said, hey, we move up to the middleweight division because we think it's better for me, because I think my last fight I struggle a lot with. I never struggled with the weight cut, but I think the problem in the weight cut was that I lose a lot of power, and the condition. And everybody knows it's not the healthiest stuff to cut like over 15 pounds in a week. And yeah, I think also I get older, so I think that this step was the best for me also to that I can continue as long as as I can in the sport to move up. And yeah, I feel good. My last fight, I have no problems with the strange. Uh, it was like an easy fight between the wrestler and the striker, so that he can take me down. It was like a surprise for me, but you see, my cardio and my stamina was perfect. So I moved forward. I make the pressure. I could hold the pressure, and at the end, that was the key to win.
Well, definitely worked out. Obviously, you are coming off a win, that submission win, actually. What were your takeaways from that fight? And did you feel the pressure kind of coming off getting back in the win column?
I thought it would be harder. I had to pretty much respect also because I knew Hojat also from training before in the gym. We trained once. And I knew he's really tough and strong and also a good grappler, not just a wrestler. He have also some kind of submissions in the octagon. So yeah, but I felt good. I feel good. Also, my brother asked me after the first round, "Hey, how you feel? Is he strong?" And they're saying, "Hey, I don't know. I don't feel no big difference. I think I fight in my division. I think the middleweight division uh, is fun. They a lot of guys come and they cut a lot of weight, but I think this is the mistake what will people do because it's then 50-50 if you can rehydrate pretty much in one day and the second day to perform. And yeah, for me, it's no problem because I didn't cut too much. I can perform on the same day if I make the weight. On the same day I could fight. And yeah, I think this is the key, that then my pressure is there, my brain works. This is the most important thing, when your brain works. Yeah, because the body follows the brain, so it's everything on point then.
Well, now you move on to Octagon 58 and Marek Mazik. Apologies to him if I pronounced that a little off. You know, obviously, this is looking at your second win in a row and maybe getting into contention with one or two more. But how do you view this matchup? What are your thoughts on the fight here?
Yeah, like I said before, he's a southpaw, so he has a different stand-up. Yeah, he likes to box. He's like a typical striker, like a brawler, stand and bang. I didn't see too much from the ground, because the people also stand with him. They get knocked out, or they knocked out him. He had also a boxing match with Apollo, and I knew Apollo also. We train also together, so. Yeah, I think the only weapon what he have is his hands. I have them. I have more weapons for him. I can strike with him. For me, it's no problem. Because I have good knees. I have good kicks. I can box with him. I can wrestle him down. I can grapple with him. So I think my experience in this fight will be the most important. For the win. Because he never face a guy like me. And this is yeah, and this is my I think my secret for the win. But I I look, the most of my coaches looking his fights and say this is his strange, and what kind from my strange would be good, what I have to be aware. But in the fight you go in, if the first punch hit, or you get hit, then what will be happen. Fight is fight. You can say I will take him down. I will submit him. Try to submit him. If he give me this, I take it. But I also no shy away to exchanges with him in the stand up, and to see how dangerous he is. I had a lot of opponents in my career who was like him. My last I lost, was like Carlos Leal. He have also heavy hands, so he caught me good. But I think Marek didn't have the experience to do the same with me, and I already had the experience, so I don't let it do with me again. So yeah.
You mentioned Leo there. Obviously, that was in the PFL. You've fought for them, the UFC, KSW. How does Octagon compare when you look at all the different promotions that you've worked with over the years?
Yeah, I say Oktagon make really good job. I feel really comfortable there. It's for me not big different between the high level. I think the only thing UFC is in the MMA too mainstream. It's like everybody want to watch it, everybody want to fight there because it's like still the Champions League. But what Octagon do is for us, for the Europeans, the best what they can do, because we have not to travel so long, so no time difference. We have big events close the door, so a lot of friends, family can come over to celebrate together in the arena, and now already in the stadium in Prague for around 35,000 people. Then the next step, what they do here in Germany, will be the Frankfurt the stadium with over 50,000 or 60,000 people. So I think this is something what everybody was dreaming. When I was in the UFC, I thought about when I will fight in Vegas, like dreams, or in New York at the Madison Square Garden and stuff like that. But when you are here and you see, the stadium is full of people and they celebrate you, it's amazing. So I think they make a really good job. I like it here, and I'm also like looking forward to be the champion here in my category in the middleweight division. So yeah, and then maybe in some years, end of my career, will end it up also here in Octagon, like my brother. He did also his last fight in Octagon in Prague. And maybe one day I will also, end my career in Octagon and then look backwards and say I have pretty much career, and yeah, it was a good choice for me.
Now, you mentioned the stadium show there, and obviously Frankfurt in the fall. That's a big show that they're having in Germany. Is that one of your goals to get on that card?
Yeah, why not? First we focus now on next Saturday night. What will happen? Of course, I go for the win, and I believe in my win. And if all is done, then we will speak with the matchmakers. I think they would love it when I win and can compete there in the stadium. It's also my plan, because when I start this year to fight, February, now June, and then October, it's good. I was really active then this year, and yeah, and we will see. Depends how I win, and what fights they will give me then at the stadium. Because I think with next win, I am already ready for the next contender for the belt. But there was some issues now. The champion should defeat it also on the same day now next week, but he get I think sick, some infection or something, and now they will move the champion belt. What should happen next one? I will see. I focus on my stuff, and next is Marek Mazur. I have to beat him, defeat him, and yeah, then I beat second ranked guy, because he's number 10. He's underranked me before I fight the number 5 contender, number 5 ranked guy in the middleweight, Hojat. And yeah, and then after this fight, I just look forward who is in front of me.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward to this fight. Looking forward to that stadium show as well. We spoke a couple of years ago about your nickname. Obviously inspired by Street Fighter. You'd been
Yeah,
fighting. You had the Muay Thai shorts, and you had your head
yeah,
shaved. And somebody said, "Hey, you kind of look like Sagat from Street
yes,
Fighter."
yes.
I'm curious. Do you still play a little Street Fighter now and then, or any other games these days?
Well, I tell you, I didn't play too much now. The most what I play is some stuff on the phones, when I'm like in the plane or somewhere, but I didn't play now too much. I have a PlayStation and stuff, but I chill more with my girlfriend. We watch some series or movies, or we go to the cinema, like in the back days. And yeah, now wasn't like sometimes I have time for playing, but when I play, Street Fighter, I don't have the game, so I play Tekken, or I like God of War. God of War. This is a good game where you have to like go do adventure stuff, and yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I want to thank you again for the time today. I'm going to ask you one more before I let you go. June 8th, Octagon 58. Give us a prediction for this fight. How does it go down?
Yeah, I think I will win my race. Hands will raise up. End of the second round, via TKO or submission. One of these things I will take.
Good stuff. Inside the distance, predicting the finish. David, thank you very much for the time today. Best of luck in the fight. Looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. See you there. Bye
Have
bye.
a great morning. Take care.